So hello friends, welcome back to my channel Mission UGC at Home Science. So today we are going to discuss chapter 2nd under unit 1, that is the methods of cooking. So in this first we are going to discuss the principles of cooking. So all foods are to be cooked to retain the flavor in it. At time flavor of food is drawn out into the gravy. Maximum nutritive value ensured by chance of cooking method for that particular food. Cooking brings about physical and chemical changes in food whereby color, texture, and appearance may be improved. The same food cooked in different ways provide variety in the diet. Cooking enhances the availability of some nutrients. Cooking also destroys the bacteria, thus making the food safe for consumption. This also improves the keeping quality of the food. Cooking also helps in bringing out and blending the flavors of various food items. So next is effects of cooking on various nutrients. So first is carbohydrates. So we all know that the important carbohydrates found in foods are starch, sugars, pectins, gum, cellulose, and hemicellulose. For starch to become digestible, so it is necessary to cooking. So thus the uncooked starch grains of rice, potato, etc. are covered with cellulose. So therefore our digestive juice cannot act on them. Thus the starch needs to be cooked with water. When dry starch is mixed with warm or hot water, the part which comes in contact with water becomes sticky and the starch granules cling together in lumps. So next is proteins. So proteins coagulate when cooked. The connective tissue is converted into gelatin, which is soluble in water. So the adverse effect of the roasting, baking, frying is due to the reaction of the end amino acid of the essential amino acid, that is the lysine, in the intact protein with reducing sugar present in them. So this process is known as Maillard reaction or the non-enzymatic browning. So the nutritive value of proteins of legume is improved as a result of heat processing. So in egg, whether boiled or fried, should be cooked on low heat. Collagen and elastic proteins present in animal food toughens and become chewy on being roasted at high temperature. Heating of milk also brings about the coagulation of little protein that gets enmeshed with fat and calcium and appear as scum on milk top. Meat. Under meat, when meat is boiled, hemoglobin is destroyed. Color change from red to brown. In fat, so in fat has high boiling point than water. Some fat is absorbed during frying. The amount absorbed depend upon the consistency and composition of the food being fried, the temperature used, nature of fat. The solid fat on being heated soften, do not have sharp melting point, smokes beyond boiling point, flash, catch, etc. Minerals. Next is, so in minerals are not affected by heat but are soluble in water. If the water in which the food is cooked is discarded, the minerals are also lost in this. So next is vitamins. So all vitamins are generally affected by heat. Vitamin D is not affected by heat. Vitamin A, it is insoluble in water. Slightly destruction of vitamin A and carotene during cooking in water due to the oxidation by air. Thiamine loss due to the destruction by heat and dissolved in water. Riboflavin is loss due to the exposure of food to strong light, heat, leaching, and cooking soda addition. Then next is pigments. So colors adds attraction to food. So there are various pigments like carotenes. They are better retained. Flavonoids food retain their color. Chlorophyll, anthocyanin, hemoglobin is generally turned brown on cooking. Then next is how to minimize the nutrients loss. So there are various nutrients, we all know that it is present in food. How to minimize these nutrition loss? So there are certain points like peel vegetable thinly, peel potatoes and beetroot after boiling. Next, washing vegetable before cutting to avoid the loss of minerals and vitamins. Next, cut vegetables into large pieces, use stainless steel knife. Next is use the leaves of vegetable like radish, knoll and onions. Next, put vegetables into boiling water. Next, use just sufficient water for cooking. Next, wash rice only a few times so nutrients will be washed away. Next is use atta with bran and unpolished rice. The bran and outer covering of rice contain minerals, vitamins and iron. Next is avoid baking soda during cooking. Next is avoid overcooking and serve food immediately after cooking. Pressure cooker save money, time and food is also more nutritious. So next is method of cooking. So there are various methods of cooking, like first is dry heat cooking and air. So under this grilling, roasting and baking is come. Next is fats and oil cooking. Under this deep frying, shallow frying, sauteing. Then wet cooking include boiling, steaming, direct, indirect cooking, stewing, parboiling, pressure cooking and simmering. This chapter is ended. We will meet at next video. So okay, bye bye.